So in my second video, I got two different conclusions. If the null was true, because I failed to reject it or accepted the true null, then I made a correct decision. But if the null was false, okay, if we know that null was false, then failing to rejecting this false hypothesis will be wrong, right? So in that case, I said that I have made a type 2 error, okay? Now, hopefully I get to talk about type 1 error over here on number 2. So let's see. Upload sample 2, this time 250. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. I need a new stat crunch. Data load from file on my computer. I think there was one over here. Here. Sample size 250. Open it. And now I remember, I think the second part is asking for a car. Okay. So what I want you to do is scroll all the way to the right. Oh, no, you don't really have to. The column that we are looking at is travel to school. How are they getting to school? How about we delete all the blank ones? Okay. So maybe I can just go ahead and sort this column, and I will go ahead and delete all the blank ones. I guess they don't have to. Nicole told me, a student in my other class told me that they don't really have to, you don't really have to delete it. Like StatCrunch will take care of it automatically for me. But I like to do it myself. I want to know how many I'm deleting. I'll just delete these incomplete data. Going to data, edit, rows, and delete. Delete. So this is looking good. I started with 250, but now I have, what, 239. So many of them are walking, skateboard, scooter, rollerblade, rail, train, tram, subway. Okay, but there are cars over here. So many students are taking car to school. And there is boat. But what does this student mean by one, right? The student, a 12th grader in the United States, in Ohio, is saying that he's speaking 199 languages. He is 6 centimeters tall. Let's delete him. He has no clue what's going on. All right, edit, row, delete. Okay, so I deleted some bad ones, some blank ones, and now I only have what 238, but that's okay. That's okay. That's enough. That's big enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on stat, proportion stat, one sample with data. We're doing proportion of students who are taking car to school. Click. Find travel to school. And for the success, type in CAR with capital C. CAR with capital C. Okay, but I gotta go back and look at the hypothesis. I didn't read those yet. 4 says conduct a test of the null hypothesis that the proportion of all students in the census school database who take a car to school is equal to 60% versus the alternative that the proportion is greater than 60%. So I read that. Type in 0.60 for the null. Say that the alternative is greater than 0.60. So let's go ahead and compute. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this table.
What is it? I want that one. What is this?
What are you looking for?
What is this?
You need pencil? Hold on, let me stop this.
Oh,
Looking this, I got a very small p-value. So, hey, Noah, have to wait. Oh, goodness. Remember where I was? But, looks like I have the table. All right. Okay, so looking at the table, let's do the sentence. Let's do the sentence. Write an explanation of the result. Okay, I will. Because, I don't like that font. Oh, I'll do this one. Because, I'm going to bold it. Oh, it just looks bolded. Because the p-value, which is 0.0017, is less than alpha level, I would like to insert an alpha symbol. That's not alpha. This is it. Alpha equals 0.8. Hold on. What was alpha level? I have to look. Oh, they said use significance level of 0.10. But I knew it was gonna be smaller than pretty much anything because look at how small my p-value is. This is statistically significant because the p-value of, say, of 0.0017 is less than alpha equals 0.10. I reject the null hypothesis and go with the alternative hypothesis. I have enough evidence to believe that the true proportion of students who are taking cars to school is indeed greater than 60% or 0.60. Because my p-value was smaller than, hey, hold on. Did I ask you to come up with your own sentence? I guess you could have just copied this and change the wording here. So in fact, let me go ahead and do both of them. There is, in this case, statistically significant evidence for the proportion of students taking cars to school being greater than 0.60 60% because the p-value of 0.0017 is definitely less than the significance level of 0.10. So I ended up writing two interpretation sentences, but they are saying the same story, right? So both are fine as long as you mention or as long as you state your p-value. Compare it to the alpha level of 0.10. Based on that, is it greater than or less than? Reject or fail to reject. And then, and please do mention that we have enough evidence to believe the alternative is true because we just rejected the null. If you do that, that will be perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video here, and then I'll do the last two problem in my fourth video.